Silent Hill, TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep. Go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. About to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. Hey. Wild card bar. Wild card mar, I.O.W. late night sports. Wild card mar, wild card mar, I.O.W. late night sports. Wild card mar, wild card mar, I.O.W. late night sports. Wild card mar, wild card mar, I.O.W. late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mar. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We here, y'all. Our last episode of the week. Man, I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with us all week. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I know we having a late start. It's a busy podcast day for me. For those that don't know, I do 613 Fate Productions, D-Man K Sports Podcast. And but I wasn't in a rush today. It was I'm moving a little slow. I've been I've been doing hours of podcasts today, but forgive me for the late start. But we are here because I wanted to make sure that we didn't, not deliver some content for you guys, because that's what we're supposed to do. But shout out to my guy 40 Silent Hill TDS. See it on the bottom of your screen. Tap in with my guy, local artist out of Charlotte. Did that dope intro for the show. And then, of course, tap in with us, I.O.W. Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, and, of course, YouTube, where all the content is stored. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Lets you know every time we drop some content or go live. I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter. You can tap in with me on Twitter, Casey Wildcard Mar. And then, of course, you can holler at my guy, my boy, JerzeyBoy MJ. What's up, pimp? How you doing, man?
What's going on, Lamar? How you doing tonight?
Oh, man, you know me. I can't complain, man. I hope all is well. All is well. We made it to Thursday. Made it to the end of the week. Now we're going into Friday. So, man, we made it, bro. Can't complain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can't complain at all.
You're here.
I know we here, man. And before we get too deep off into some sports, obviously for those who watch sports commentary, your First Takes, Undisputed, and all those shows. I'll be honest, I haven't watched First Take in a while. I haven't watched Undisputed in a while, ever since Shannon was getting disrespected blatantly to his face by Skip, Jackass. So I stopped watching that. I rarely, every now and then, tune in to Colin Cowherd. Every so often is rare, but every now and then I do. But for the most of the other shows, I really kind of don't pay attention because I mean I'm not a big fan of the media driven objective or they got jobs to do. Let's just keep it like that. So I don't think they're being their true authentic selves and just chopping up sports. I mean, that's what I love what we do. Me and MJ, we talk about certain topics that we plan out, but for the most part, man, it's just talking shop, just chopping it up, man. And we're not trying to be experts. We just love giving our take. But I say all that because it's coming down that Shannon Sharp is going to join Stephen A. Smith on First Take. Some of the details that are coming out, it's pretty much Monday and Tuesdays.
Ain't that gonna be a shit show, huh?
Hey, yeah. I mean, we'll give our takes, but let's hear what Stephen A. had to say.
Of First Take is recent reports that just came out, and those reports have Shannon Sharp coming to First Take. I have a smile on my face. It's a beautiful smile on my face because we all know it's something that I want. It's something that I've declared because I respect Shannon. I like him. I think he'd be a tremendous asset to the show, my show, which is my day job, First Take, ESPN, every weekday morning from 10 a.m., 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. You know what time it is. It's been number one for 12 years. Don't act like you don't know. But my point is that it'd be great to have him. Here's the issue. We don't. Sorry, Andrew Marchand of the New York Post. It's a bit premature. Shannon Sharp has yet to sign on the dotted line to be a member of First Take. It has not happened yet. I'm still confident it'll happen. I still believe it will happen. I think it needs to happen. And I have no doubt that I'm going to exhaust any means I have available to me to make it happen.
All right. So there's Stephen A. on his podcast saying that he hasn't signed yet, but I mean, trust me, when the reports come out that they're definitely working out some details, working out obviously Shannon's pretty much going to call his schedule when he wants to work on the First Take. But he's getting an ESPN deal, and let's be honest, that Disney money is good money. It's definitely different from FS1 money. We'll be honest about that. As you see, ESPN, they got the Pat McAfee show part of the lineup as well. Hey, man, bravo by all means. Hey, us here at I.O.W, we trying to get it from the mud, man, and be on that same level, but without all the bureaucracy that y'all gotta deal with. It's okay. We'll get it from the mud. 613 Fate Productions, man down. We'll get it from the mud. Let's talk sports, sideline sports. We'll get it from the mud. No worries. It's all right.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, man. Look, hey, bravo for ESPN. And shout out to my boys on 613 Freight Productions because they brought up a good point. I mean, you see ESPN do this. Shannon is he's reached that level now of sports media that he has a following of his own. His reputation is what it is. He has a following. I mean, honestly, I stopped watching him because of how Skip was treating my man Uncle Shay. So I ain't like that. But hey, he's about his brand and getting his money. So I'm happy for him. Now I'm like you, MJ. You got two very talkative people. Are they gonna have to mute each other? Somebody gonna have to mute.
Very overpowering people too when they talk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, and especially on Stephen A's show. He likes to rule his show and over talk everybody and yell and carry on and
and the antics.
Beady asshole that he is. You know he loves to do it.
Yeah,
so
but
to see him and Shannon together, man. I'll have to tune into that shit show or at least fucking. Well, I'll probably be working when it's on, but I'm gonna have to check it out though.
I mean, but that's why ESPN is doing it, is because exactly what you just said. It's going to get people to tune in because that's what Shannon's doing. I mean, but like I said, ESPN's done it. Before Adam Schefter got big at ESPN, he was doing the same thing on the NFL Network. People forget about that, and they loved him. They loved what he was doing so much. They stole him away. Well, signed him to a contract. NFL Network didn't sign him back, but ESPN's done this time and time again. Let's go get the hottest thing out in the media and pay him a whole bunch of money and get him on our team. So, but you notice, man, they're trying. I think they're really trying to make sure that they grasp for as much media attention as they can. FS1 has been making some noise, and of course, my fellas at 613 made a great point that it's more of us as it's content creators, podcasters, and people who make content like us that we talking shop. So people they like that stuff. It's because that all that media driven stuff is there's an agenda. So people get tired of that shit, man.
Sure, quickly.
Oh yeah.
Very, very quickly.
Yeah, I don't know how it lasts, but hey, man, cheers, man. We made it to the end of the week, brother. Man. So I got a question for you, MJ, and I want you to be 100% transparent because that's what we do. I want you to look at this clip, and then I'm gonna ask you a question.
You are looking at history in one way or another. Genevieve Beacom, 17-year-old, about to make her debut at this level. This is Griffin Weber, the designated hitter. Swing and a miss.
Good gas on that.
Strike one. Good pitch.
You just look at the action, too, the ball out of her hand. She looks like she belongs. It's really that simple.
Runner on first, one out. Oh, look at that.
All right, MJ. So that is Genevieve Beacom, and that footage is actually from a year ago. As y'all heard the clip, it says she was 17. She's 18 now. She's playing professional baseball out in Australia. So my question is to you, will we ever see a woman, a young lady with talent playing in Major League Baseball?
That's a tough one to answer, man. Hey, if the girl is that dedicated to baseball, here in America, or even like DR, Puerto Rico, Cuba, wherever they come, Venezuela. Hey, if a girl's got that talent and she could strike out grown ass men, why not? You can never say it'll never happen. I mean, it never has. I mean, yeah, it never has. There's never been a major league female player. So, maybe one day, there will be. But as for now, I don't see it happening. But, never say never.
Oh, yeah.
I would say the odds are stacked against a female making it to MLB.
Yeah.
But if she has the talent, why not?
Hey.
If she can make it up through the ranks and in the minors and and she's due a shot in the MLB, why the hell not?
Yeah. Hey, I'm all for it, honestly. Because I was reading the article, I think the fastest she's thrown is around 89, 90. And so, just going based off of that, you got cats that a lot of cats now are Their minimum is 95, 96 plus. So these cats are hitting triple digits. They're throwing harder. So in that aspect, because she is 18, she has the chance to sharpen her skills even more, getting even better. Because they're calling her like the Australian Otani or something like that. Because she's been playing both sides, pitching and been hitting. So I just figured, I asked you that question because I just think if you got a young lady if she's efficient at hitting and she's efficient at pitching, those are two necessary components in baseball. Two very, very important components in baseball. So if she's able to be proficient at both of them, I'm like you. Hell, why the hell not? There's nothing wrong with progression.
Absolutely not. I mean, like I said, I'll never you can never rule it out. But I just think that the odds are stacked against the female. But hey, if this chick is 18, and let's say one of these major league scouts, paying attention, bring her over, maybe give her a tryout, maybe sign her to a minor league deal, like a low minor league deal, and see what you could do with American hitters.
She would definitely have to hit the minors.
Like I said, if she's 18, she's throwing hard for an 18-year-old female.
Yeah.
If she's topping out at 90 right now.
Yeah.
Or maybe even more by now, because you said that was a year ago.
Yeah.
So maybe she's topping out at maybe 91, 92 now.
Possibly, real possibility. So they'll still sign you if you throw at 90, 91, 92.
And you're a lefty with a 12-6 like that.
Yo, did you see that?
That was that pitch was ridiculous, man.
Hey, that's
when she dropped that hammer on, I was like, whoa, wow.
When I saw that clip and then I heard that, now he said, "Oh," and look, I'm not just trying to gas her up because she's a female and she's throwing a 12-6 like that. I get impressed by any 12-6, but I mean,
especially when it drops the way it does, man.
Oh,
that's a beautiful pitch.
Fell right off the table, bro. So, but I mean, subconsciously, as men in the sport, I think is just our nature to be slightly more impressed that it's a female doing it, because you don't see it. I think that's why. You just don't see it on a regular basis.
I think it's fucking cool as shit. I really do.
Yeah.
Definitely props to any female that that could play baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, even softball too, let alone softball, because there's some great female softball players, like years ago at the All-Star game, Jenny Finch facing Albert Pujols. Pujols thought he could hit her, and she was pitching from the
softball pitch, underhand.
From the softball mound, pitching with a softball, and she struck him out.
Matter of fact, Jenny Finch just had an award named after her.
Yep.
So shout out to Jenny Finch. One of the all-time greats to ever play collegiate softball, and international competitive softball. East. Not only was she good, she was just as beautiful too. Oh my goodness, I had such a huge crush on her growing up, bro.
Where'd she go to college?
Now, come on, man. We know.
Say it.
Nah, man. Come on, man. Wait.
Say it.
No, you can say it. I am not gonna perpetuate to your foolishness.
There's gonna be nothing else. I'm just saying.
No, you can say it. You can go ahead and brag on the squad you root for, man. I mean,
Yeah, she was an Arizona Wildcat, and I actually got to see her pitch in college. Because my uncle lived out in Tucson, and My uncle umpired not female. My uncle umpired softball his entire life, all through. He even umpired college, and he took me to a doubleheader. It was Arizona versus Oregon State, and Arizona. She pitched the first game, no hit 'em. It went like 5 innings or 4 innings. It was 19-0 shutout. Mercy ruled them. And this is when Arizona was really winning championships with Mike Candelaria.
Arizona. That's why I think it's so impressive what the University of Oklahoma is doing with the softball program. Is because
they are good.
When you start toppling what Arizona was doing with Jenny Fitch back in the days, that's saying something. Because you talking about dominance, the lady Wildcats softball team back in the days with Fitch and the ladies was dominant. So that's why I think what Oklahoma, the Lady Sooners, are doing is just as impressive, because you start breaking those records, you ain't no slouch, bro. You are not a slouch. Like your team is good, elite, like God level, like for real. So, no, but shout out to Genevieve Beacom. Hey, maybe she can be a trailblazer over here in the States. She's a trailblazer over there in Australia. And when she became a year ago the first female, to pitch in a professional baseball league out in Australia, a year later, she's still getting some publicity, because I saw it on the MLB app, and I was like, how did I not know about that? I was like, damn, man, that's crazy.
I didn't even know about that either.
Yeah, I had no idea about Genevieve Beacom, and I'm kind of glad I found out. That's what prompted the question, because I'm like, oh, I saw that 12-6, dog. I was like,
as we say, drop the hammer on them,
bruh. I was like, well, if you do stuff like that, then you can't get denied so long. Will she have to go to the minors? Yes, of course.
Yeah, there's no way they'll call over from Australia and put her right in imagine her pitching in Yankee Stadium, on like September 4th. They call her over and like, hey, you want to pitch? That'd be some shit.
It would be dope, but we got to be honest about this situation. That's a different situation from playing Australian pro ball. So, hey, you know what they say? The old saying is pressure makes diamonds or burst pipes. So, that would definitely be a pressure packed situation, and it'd definitely be up to her and see if she, break through and do her thing. Double J, what's happening, my man? What's good with you, Double J?
What's up, Jay?
Shout out to Double JJ Jones, Mike T, G Bunny. We just had a dope couple of recordings for 613 Fade Productions. Y'all tap in with us every Sunday over here on YouTube. But yeah, man, I thought that was real dope, man. Hey, if she can get up to the show, hey, then she earned it. But
absolutely,
she's definitely gonna have to go through the minors if that's something that she wants to pursue. Luckily for her, she's 18. She's young. So she's got time to make that decision. And honestly, if I was her father, I would encourage her to, keep putting some good content out there. And, even if you got to, man, send it to some of these scouts or a couple of teams and be like, hey, man, I'm willing to put the work in and work her way up. I would love to see it. I think it would be dope.
Oh, trust me, if it's on YouTube, the analytic people they've been on it.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they have. But it'll take a team that's not scared to break that tradition of Major League Baseball. And hey, like you said, at the end of the day, you got talent. You got talent. You can't deny it. So
not at all.
But let's stay in the baseball world. Obviously, me and MJ been discussing the situation for the last 2 days. For those who don't know, Wande Franco Hey man, it ain't looking good now. I know we've been kind of reserving our opinions and our takes on the situation because we want more and more information. But MJ, I think I'm at a point where what came out today, where not the part that the insiders are saying, well, we don't think he's coming back. I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about the part where the only reason why this came up is because remember it was a social media type of post or something.
It was an Instagram live post or something that I believe.
Yeah. So, but what's getting reported is now the person that is actually filing the complaint is somebody else.
Not the one on the video. Exactly.
So, I mean, MJ, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but my math be mathing right sometimes, and sometimes it be acting funny. The only time it don't act funny is money and connecting the dots. My math right now says, okay, if I got a complaint from somebody else, but it wasn't the person that actually started getting this ball rolling on your situation from an Instagram post, I'm starting to see a pattern. I'm starting to see a predator.
From what I read, Major League Baseball, they launched their own investigation themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And from what they have released is that all these allegations tend to be looking to be true, which therefore that's why the insiders are saying that he will no longer ever play in the MLB, because these allegations are
looking.
I guess they got enough evidence to really hammer this dude to the wall.
And by all means, if they have to, then by all means,
you set that precedent. This is I'm not gonna say it's the first time this never happened in Major League Baseball, because I don't know. You never know what happened back in the early 1900s, shit like that.
True.
But in our lifetime, and with social media and the way things are nowadays, Manfred needs to just really hammer this dude and be like, you know what, you're done. Well, this is a one strike offense. I
think he has to, MJ.
Yeah, 100%. There's no giving a second chance for this. When you involve kids, there ain't no second chances.
Yeah, I think he has to. But and this just came to me. Here's the only thing that I ask of everybody before we throw our 100% take on this is timeline wise, because he's 22. Is this situation going on when he's 18? I don't. That's some of the more information that I'm wanting, but I'm not optimistic that this is a situation where he's like an 18-year-old or 17 and the age gap is whatever. But I don't know, man. When you got cats are literally saying there's no way this guy is going to play ball in Major League Baseball again, that's almost the kiss of death.
And the thing is, they can't release the findings yet. They're not going to release all the details, but they're just saying these allegations are pointing in the direction of him being guilty of them.
Again, so, this is legally being investigated by a special victims unit out in Dominican Republic. So that's where it got prompted, and that's, I don't know how much is that going to play into the actual legal prosecution things. Obviously it does, because he can't be We don't know if that was something that was strictly he was doing in DR. Man, this is like, come on, man. This is so selfish of this dude, man. Hopefully, justice can be served for whatever victims that are currently dealing with this sick dude. Come on, bro. I'm ready to, let's talk about something else, because I get grossed out about pieces of shit that really can't. And we're a sports show, and I want to keep it sports, and I don't want to get too far off track of the sports track, but that's a story in Major League Baseball that is going on, because it does affect a sports team. It affects the Tampa Bay Rays in a very, very bad way. You can't. We even talked about on 613 show. You can't even sell tickets to a team that was at the top of the standings. Now you lost your ace pitcher
for the rest of this year and next
year. Yes, you're right, and that's a blow. And now you got your young phenom of a shortstop starting to get painted like a R. Kelly, and it's looking like that way. So, hey man, do what y'all got to do. It sucks for the Rays. A lot of bad things going wrong at the wrong time of the season for them. Unlucky franchise. I mean, my goodness. And that's not even including the struggle of playing with the Orioles in your division, who have been playing lights out. That whole division, besides the Yankees, are above 500. So that's a tough situation to deal with as is. So all this, even off the field situation, is not good. Losing your ace pitcher for now, this year and next year. I mean, this franchise is crumbling right before our eyes.
Tear it down.
You said tear it down?
It's gonna happen. They always do. They're gonna want to tear down, rebuilding, selling off. Because you just lost your ace pitcher and you just lost your phenom shortstop.
Yeah,
you lost your phenom shortstop probably forever if these things turn out to be true.
Oh, he'll be gone.
And now you lose your ace for the next year and a half. Don't know if he'll ever come back the same way. It's very possible he will. Because they tend to say you come back stronger from Tommy John, but then again, guys have had multiple Tommy Johns.
True that.
So, yeah, and then they're going to wind up, like a Randy Arozarena is going to be coming up for free agency. Are they going to be able to afford him, keep him too?
Yeah, they'll give him good.
And here's another, don't want to even bring his name up, but I wonder what happened to his contract. That big deal he signed with Tampa, this big extension.
Wande Franco?
Yeah, I wonder if there's anything in the contract.
Hey, MJ, as well as I do, when it comes to these corporate little entities, whether it's sports or in business, if there's something that an employee has done that is detrimental to the image of that team, they're going to go to the courts to get all that bread back or whatever has even been paid out. Oh, he ain't seeing that bread. Whatever money he got right now, that's it. That's going to be it.
Unless a certain amount was guaranteed no matter what.
Man, if the shit is really real,
he's going to lose it all anyway in court and legal fees.
Well, that's not only that, but if I'm an owner of a team, bro, I gotta recoup those funds back, because all the money that I guaranteed you, I can't pay you that because you're not going to be able to play. I need my money back, and it's not baseball related on why you can't play. Hell yeah, I want my money back. I want every last damn penny back, every last dime, dollar. I need every bill. I need it all back. Don't even try to stash nothing nowhere. Go dig it up.
That shit's gone.
Is mine back? It was yours. Is mine again? It was yours. It's gone.
Gone. You never find it.
And come on, man. Hey, man, if I wish I was 22 with all that money, man. What? I'm living the dream. I ain't gotta do nothing stupid like this. Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm 22 with a boatload of money, boy. I'm motherfucking Don Juan in this bitch, dog.
Living in Florida.
Man, go for the money. Come on.
No state tax.
Come on. I'm Don Juan in that bitch. What did he say? He said green for the money, gold for the honeys. Boy, I'm in there. Bruh, what you talking about?
Hey, there's Mel.
Bruh, hey man, hey, me and the homies in the strip club every night, dog.
No, but you walk in with it, and Mel's already sitting there, like, oh, hey, there's Mel.
Yeah,
he's already been chilling there for 2 hours.
Hey man, we living it up, but come on, man. Hey.
Mel's on $1 like every 15, 20 minutes, being cheap, like. It's $1 for your 15 minutes.
It's wild, but yeah, let's move off of that situation. So talk to me, big dog. The biggest story right now in Major League Baseball is here come the Dodgers on this hot little streak right now, man. Like, I swear, like they do this every year.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we get closer to September baseball, getting closer to playoffs, and then it's like they turn it on, like they just hit a switch.
That's them dog days of summer, man. They sat back. I wouldn't say sat back, but they were playing good ball. Yeah. And then they said, you know what? It's go-to time. It's after the All-Star break. Let's go. Let's get to work. Let's get that World Series. That's what the ultimate goal is. It's going to be either Denver or Atlanta coming out of the National League. I mean Atlanta. That's a tough out right there. I mean, I don't know if anybody's beating them.
Now 11 games in a row that they won. Obviously 74-46. And this was crazy before this 11-game winning streak. So so do the math, y'all. San Francisco was 10.5 back, and Dodgers just went on an 11-game streak. So do the math. Yes, this division was close as hell about 2 weeks ago, because I remember the San Francisco Giants and the Diamondbacks weren't too far off LA. Now 11-game winning streak, and they just put some space in between them. Now they 10.5 up. Hey man, this is when money does what it's supposed to do. Obviously, Mookie Betts is kind of the catalyst of this nice little win streak, doing what he does in the field and at the plate. And hell, Kershaw came back healthy. He's been going at least like 5-6 innings deep, and some of his outings and looking real Kershaw-ish.
Yeah, he has. At times, he has. He's actually pitched very well this year.
Yeah.
Very well.
The only issue is, his durability's kind of been up and down this year, but he's been back to his last start was like a couple of days ago or something like that. Last time I saw on SportsCenter, and he was probably went like 5-6 innings and had a solid outing. But man, I swear they do this every year, MJ, where they just separate themselves from the West, and then next they're ready for a playoff run. And honestly, I think that is Atlanta's only a true hurdle in the way. I'm destined to have a Atlanta Dodgers NLCS. Anybody else that you think might creep up in this conversation?
No. Looking at the National League, no.
Yeah.
I mean, Chicago's put together a nice run to get right back in the thick of the wild card and even their division. But I don't see Milwaukee, no. Philly, no. San Fran, no.
Oh man.
Arizona, they fell off big time. No, there's nobody. And as of right now, the way it sits, everything runs to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Atlanta's got 4 on them. So
that wild card is going to be crazy. So
it's going to be crazy on both sides, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Right now, as of right now, the standings in the National League wild card, you got Philly, San Francisco would be those 2 wild cards. Cubs, Marlins, Reds, all tied for that 3rd place wild card. And then you have Arizona a game back. And then I want to say the Dodgers, but I mean they're 5 back, but they still
that's San Diego.
San Diego, yes, the Padres. I was thinking something else, but yeah, the only problem is for me with the Padres is they underachieve with so much talent that they got on that roster, and it baffles.
Bro, look at that. They're 6 games under 500, okay? But they have a plus 62 run differential. That's nuts.
Yeah, it's because they is what pretty much what they for those who is they're out there when they winning, they're outscoring everybody. But if they're not hitting, man, they're getting their ass kicked. So that's pretty much what's going on with them, man. It's like
and then you look at the opposite, right? Look at Miami. Miami's 63 and 59, 4 games above 500.
Yeah, they could
but they're negative 44 in the run differential.
They can't score. And I think that's what's kind of cooling them off. You know what I'm saying? So it's when you're not doing enough scoring and they're just not producing enough offense to, that's why they faded so quick in that division alone, messing with Atlanta in that division. They couldn't keep up with them. And let even Philly come up and pass them. So, I mean, that's definitely one of the teams that I thought I was like, man, we were so hyped about them in the beginning, and fool's gold. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But hey, what can you do? What can you do? You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day. NBA
and it's Friday. Here and there.
Yeah, it just now hit. Just hit Friday now. So, man. So,
AJ, you could say fuck the Dodgers, but you're gonna wind up seeing them if your boys do their job and they do theirs. Y'all see each other in the NLCS.
Oh no, that's why Jay's saying that, because that's their true threat. That's why he's saying that.
And trust me, Jay, Atlanta, they got the best team in baseball, but Dodgers, they're coming up right there with them, man.
They do this every year, man. They do it every year. Let's move over to the world of basketball, because they released their schedule, and I get it. Releasing their schedule is not as big as the NFL. The NFL has found a way to popularize or add some popularity to this schedule release of their schedule every year now, and they actually kind of make it a big deal with their media departments. But let's kind of listen to some of these matchups for the NBA.
What opening week matchup are you most looking forward to?
I'm going to say Phoenix Golden State. I think there's a lot there. I think these are 2 teams that, when you look at how they kind of finished their season and the changes that were made, and then you go into this offseason, like you see a restructuring, you see the moves, you see all the things. And really, when these two teams get going, you know that there's a chance that they can meet in the postseason. This is early on. If they do what they're expected to do, these teams have an opportunity to meet in the postseason. We've already seen the book. We saw that Klay Thompson said he was just frustrated. We saw him on Paul George's podcast talking about that. But I think there's a lot of energy there, a lot of veterans there, a lot of history. KD in the building for the first time. Finally. So there's a lot of positive things in that one.
We'll see. That was going to happen like 4 other times.
I'm going to go with the rookie with the golden hair, the #1 pick. The whole world is going to be watching Victor Wembanyama's home debut in Texas and San Antonio with Luka in the house. I'm really excited about seeing this kid. I know it's been a lot of pressure, a lot of things going on. Britney Spears making it tough on him. But, I think he's got his wind under his back, and that is going to be, and also because they had 2 Hall of Famers with Tony Parker and Pop, they'll probably announce in that game as well. All the Spurs stars will be in the house. I'm going to go. I think I'm going to make that game.
Oh,
Strictly pair of margaritas.
Texas, I'm down for a trip to Texas, you know what I'm saying?
Careful there.
I also will say Wemby. Like, I always think that when you have truly special players in the NBA, their first game matters. Like, the first look of them in the regular season when the lights are on and it matters. People remember that. LeBron James had 26 points his first games. Let's see what Wemby does. I don't know how much they're going to let him play. We don't know if they're going to start him. We don't know what they're going to do with him in this first opening look that we get him. But I like that the NBA put him on in this opening week in a marquee matchup. Let's see him.
Come on, Shelbourne. Come on. You know they're going to start him. What are you talking about? Hey, we don't know if they're going to start him. Yes, we do. They're going to start him. What are you talking about? Come on. This guy has gotten so much hype like LeBron. What do you mean? Yeah, you don't know it. Oh my
if he starts his career missing game 1 or 2 or 3, like really, he'll be in there. Unless he really is fucked up, but he'll be in there.
Nah, he'll be there. But here's my thing, man. I like some of their answers. I wish they would have, kind of, went different from each other. But I'm excited to see, opening night. You got LeBron James and the Lakers defending, going against the Nuggets. Obviously, a rematch of the Western Conference Finals. And
Where's that?
Defending champs always start at home, so it'll be in Denver.
Better be.
And then, of course, Golden State Warriors, they'll be hosting the Phoenix Suns. That's going to be dope. There's a lot of history between, Booker and Clay and, the trash talking that they've been doing. And then, of course, KD, now a son, going against former teammates in Golden State. Chris Paul. Which I'm still surprised he's actually still a Warrior. I don't know how that's supposed to work. I'm still confused on that, but they rolling with it. That's what it sounds like. They didn't already gave him his jersey finally.
Finally.
Yeah.
It only took how long?
It took him like almost like a month and a half, man.
My watch ain't working, bro. Like, how long?
Bruh, yeah, so that game has some intrigue for sure. Of course, Spurs and Mavericks. Look, it's going to be in San Antonio. Like Mark Spears said, all the Spurs royalty going to be in the house. And NBA is smart. You put Luka on the opposite side. So you got 2 international basketball guys who can bring in viewership. Wemby's going to bring in viewership. Luka brings viewership. Some of these international guys bring in heavy viewership, and you got to take advantage of it. So, NBA is hey, Adam Silver's getting smart with this, but here's where he's getting here's where he's losing at. I don't care what matchup you put out there for Christmas. It don't matter. It don't.
Because this used to be their big day.
Yes.
This was their one day that they actually put on a show on ABC. Televised every game except for usually like the night games, like the 10:30 games. There was always like, I guess, like ESPN maybe, but there was always on Channel 7. That was Christmas. And now, what do we have?
They got nothing now. They got NFL taking their viewership. So Christmas Day will again bring 5 games, all to be aired on ESPN, ABC. So you got Bucks, Knicks, Golden State.
Oh, that's an easy dub right there for the Knicks.
Come on, man, don't do that, bro.
No, I did it. I said it. Hey, they beat Milwaukee twice last year. Don't forget that. In Milwaukee and in New York. So they could win that game.
Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna hate on that, because all I'm gonna say is Giannis still has Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday as his counterparts, as you say. So Golden State, Denver, that'll be a nice little matchup. Boston Celtics, and Lakers. Hey, you got to take advantage of the rivalry.
Yeah. That's always I'm sure that always gets good ratings. Celtics Lakers for basketball fans.
And then you got 76ers going to Miami. Interesting matchup right there. Of course, we'll see what happens with Dame Dollar. And then Dallas at Phoenix. Nice 5-game set of basketball games. Yeah. It's not going to mean a damn thing, bro. I'm trying to tell you, Adam Silver, this is where you messing up, bro. If you didn't learn your lesson from last year of no matter what kind of matchup you put on Christmas Day, the moment that the NFL releases their schedule and they have Christmas games, your ass is grass. Your ass is grass, dog.
Because cats are going to be tuned into the pregame also. For the NFL.
It's kind of hard to keep up with the NBA action on a Christmas Day when you're literally in the thick of, playoff positioning for the NFL. Those games, you talking about Christmas, this is December 25th. That's the end of your regular season, pretty much in the NFL. You're playing to get jockeying for playoff position. Nobody's paying no attention to none of your product, bro. Like you literally are grabbing that NBA basketball fiends who care nothing about football. Those are only people that are watching. Because you're not getting the casual fans. They're watching the NFL. And it doesn't even matter. Here's the kicker, MJ. It don't even matter what the matchup is for the NFL.
No, it don't.
It could be a trash ass matchup, bro. They can literally give us Cardinals. You know what I'm saying?
You can give us Cardinals Jets, 2 trash ass teams, and people will tune into it.
You went there, huh? You went there, didn't you?
Where'd I go?
You did. Hey, they can get. I'm telling you, they can give us the 2 worst teams in the NFL, and people will still watch it over an NBA game. And call me a liar if you want to. Go look at the numbers. We did not have favorable matchups in those Christmas games last year from the NFL. They were not sexy matchups. And the worst one damn near doubled the best matchup of the NBA. Y'all go look at them numbers again, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, you can't do it. You can't do it. It is absolutely impossible for you to, you can't do it. So, NBA is watched until the NFL is done.
Yep.
Hey, man. Oh, my bad, MJ. I hit the wrong button, man. No, man, NBA, Adam Silver, tighten up, man. You can't keep biting your own nose off, bro. Move it.
I'll tell you what, though, the Garden's gonna be packed house.
Ain't nobody packing the Garden, bro.
Oh, it always is, bro. Always. Christmas Day, always.
Not if the Jets are not the
Always.
Jets are playing. If the Jets or Giants
always.
Come on, not on.
Always.
Man.
Dude, they played the 12 o'clock game. Madison Square Garden is a jam-packed house every Christmas.
Well, what I'm saying is, MJ, if there's a 1 o'clock Jets or Giants game on Christmas, ain't nobody going to the damn Garden, man. They are MetLife. They gonna be living their best life in MetLife.
we don't want them in jerseys, you know. We don't want nobody coming over here.
Hell,
if you ain't from here, stay out of here.
Hey man, but we'll see what happens with that situation, man. Real quick. Speaking of NFL,
shoot.
Eagles and Browns played in some preseason action. I got a chance to keep an eye on it while we were recording. And
they played tonight?
Yeah, that was the only game tonight. Only game that tonight. But I gotta say this: DTR, the quarterback that they got for Cleveland, because Deshaun didn't play. I'm actually kind of curious why Deshaun's not playing these preseason games, because you were looking real rusty in those 6 games that you had. I thought it would be wise to get some reps in, and get that cohesiveness going. But here's my 2 observations from the game. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, go ahead and make him your backup just in case Deshaun might miss some games or he starts playing bad, because you won't have to change too much from Deshaun to DTR, because Dorian Thompson-Robinson been playing well, and he's mobile, and he's not scared to throw that rock. I'm telling you, that'll be a one to look out for your backup. Kellen Mond is probably going to get cut. I don't know if the Browns are going to carry 3 quarterbacks, but that Eagles defense, man, oh man, they're going to be good. That Eagles defense is going to be good.
Fuck them.
I
know.
No, I'm just saying, dog. I know that's your division rival, but man,
I know how good that defense is going to be. I know. That's why I say fuck them.
He's like, I know. Yeah, because they got the Philadelphia Georgia Bulldogs on that squad, man. Nakobe Dean looks good. He forced a fumble tonight.
And let me just drop a little hint here.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it was. Georgia's going to be getting a new. Georgia's going to be getting a recruit. A younger brother of somebody.
Oh, really?
If you know who I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. A younger brother of him?
Yep. He's got 2 younger brothers, and his pops runs an academy for he runs like a football academy down where they live.
Oh, okay.
His son's trained all year round, and I'll send you. You know what? I'm gonna send you a photo.
Yeah, send it to me after the show. Yeah, just send it to me after the show. Yeah, we got a couple of minutes left, so
meeting with what's his name? The coach from Georgia. The hell's his name? Kirby Smart.
Yeah, Kirby Smart.
Yeah.
Hey man, Kirby Smart been recruiting them. That's how. Hey, we gotta be honest. Why Kirby Smart is having success is because he's been getting the recruits that would normally go to Nick Saban. Now Nick Saban's still getting high recruits because let's be honest, but Nick isn't getting all of them no more. Nick used to get all of them. Like, did y'all ever see that photo when he had a backfield? It was like TJ Yeldon, Mark Ingram, Derrick Henry, and somebody else.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs. Yes, he was in that photo too. In the wide receiver room is like Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, and a couple of other cats that's been Waddle, Matchy, cats who are going to the NFL are in one position room, and some of them can't even get on the field because the people ahead of them, which is nuts.
You got your phone by you?
Yeah.
Check your phone.
Yeah, so I mean, that's where Kirby Smart is getting his chance to cut into what Nick Saban is doing. Oh yeah.
That's his pops on the right.
Oh yeah. Once you start taking the pictures with Coach, man, it might well be a done deal, man.
Read what was written. Once we're done, click on the picture, and then you read.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out when we finish this, but I'm gonna read one more comment before we get out of here. Jay said the problem with the NBA is that the stars don't seem to be available for the games, which makes matters worse. And oh my gosh, don't get me started on load management and all that.
That's where I disagree. It's not that they're not available.
Yeah,
they're choosing not to play in these games.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't get me started.
That's the worst part about it. It's not like they're if they're hurt, now it's one thing.
Yeah,
but load management is a complete different subject.
Yeah,
and when you're sitting out these big televised games, you're basically saying, to the rest of the aisle,
yeah,
I'm sitting down.
Yeah, they don't care.
Silently, but I'll clap on the sideline.
Yeah, they get the guaranteed money. They don't care. Hey, shout out to Balls and Buzz Sports and Entertainment, my man Omar. Hey man, we really appreciate that, old man. The door is always welcome for you to hop on anytime. You just let us know, and we can get you linked in on the Late Night Owl show and chop it up with us. But hey man, we're gonna shut it down. This is the last show of the week. Hey, make sure y'all tap in with us every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 11-ish. I'm saying 11-ish because we be on CP time like a motherfucking So tap in with us 11-ish Monday through Thursday. Hey man, we're gonna keep cranking out this content. Tap in with us, I.O.W Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, most importantly, the YouTube channel. All the content is at. Like, share, subscribe. Spread the word what we got going on. Hit that bell notification. Let you know every time we drop content or go live. I.O.W Sports 1 on the Twitter. Hey, little kitty. So chop it up. Hit me up personally. Twitter, Casey Wildcard and you already know you can find JerzeyBoy MJ on there, and that's Jersey with a Z.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey man, y'all have yourselves a fantastic weekend, and we be back Monday. Do it all over again, man. Go watch some sports. Stay safe out there. Peace and love.
Yes, y'all. It's your boy Wildcard Mar here, and I'm excited, folks. I hope you are, because football is back, baby. Yes, it is. And what better way to celebrate football being back by joining the I.O.W Sports Football Pick'em League. It gives you an opportunity as football fans to test your football knowledge if you can pick the winners of each game for 18 straight weeks. But please believe, it's going to be some stiff competition out there because we've done this for the last 3 years. Of course, you're looking at the inaugural winner, Melvin Wong from Man Down Sports, our year 2 winner. You see him rocking the championship belt. And then, of course, I.O.W Sports' very own JerzeyBoy MJ won the Pick'em League last year. He walked away with the championship belt, bragging rights, but most importantly, $200 cash. We gonna up that pot this year, y'all. Get a chance to win $300 cash, the championship belt, and bragging rights. So in order to join the Football Pick'em League, here's how you do it. You must pay an entry fee of $10. Send it to either PayPal, Zelle, or Cash App. Give us your email, and in return, we will give you the link to join the group league. And after that, it's up to you. Y'all think you know how to pick NFL games for 18 straight weeks? You want the bragging rights? You want the championship belt? You want the $300 cash? Join the league. September 7th will be here in no time, so you don't want to wait too long. You don't want to hesitate at a chance of winning some cash, a championship belt, and bragging rights. Until then, keep enjoying all this I.O.W. sports content on I.O.W. Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Wildcard Mar.